Hey guys, how you guys doing? Hello, good evening everyone. Okay. I wanted to play a couple of playbacks for you guys to bring back some memory. The first one I'm going to play is where Robert's attorney, Steve Greenberg, did a press conference, and he's talking about something that occurred in the courthouse. He submitted a motion for them to request any kind of conversation that has conspired between Avenatti and also Kim Fox, because there are some sort of backdoor dealings that was going on, and he wanted that stuff to be brought to the forefront, just in case there is some impropriety that was being done in Robert's case. In Shenanigan, it says if they believe so much that that their case is a slam dunk case and that everything is on the up and up, why do you have to do the back door and the sneaky stuff? The backdoor scenes, and it's a shenanigan that's going on behind closed doors. You know what I mean? As I mentioned before, Avenatti is a known convicted felon. He's known for doing fraudulent act. He's known for he said 90% of the things that he said is bull crap, and 10% is real truth. 90% is bullshit and 10% is truth. So him providing those tapes, not 1, 2, but 3 tapes, supposedly 3 tape, to me, it's part of that 90% bull. You got to ask, why, how, and when and where did he get these tapes? I was playing the recordings today, and those were some of the questions that the news people was asking him, right? And I'm going to show you guys some pictures too, that has you questioning exactly some of the things that was going on. You know what I mean? So hold on. I'm going to play this first recording first, and then I'm going to hold on a second. Hold on. Gotta go back. Gotta go louder. Hold on.
Agents and the agents and the managers that enabled this course of conduct, all in the interest of money, transporting these young girls across state lines, arranging for their hotel rooms, arranging to keep them hidden, covering up their existence, convincing them not to go to authorities, obstructing justice, destroying documents, tampering with evidence, and paying people off, and the list goes on and on. This conduct is outrageous, and we're going to do everything in our power to cooperate with prosecutors, cooperate with investigators, and make sure that justice is finally done in this case. In addition, we have come to learn of the existence of yet a third videotape, and I believe that there are many videotapes, I might add, but a third videotape that depicts yet additional sexual assault and abuse by R. Kelly. I'll take a few questions.
Where are these tapes coming from? How are you getting your hands on this?
Okay, first question that the reporter asked is, where are these tapes coming from? How did you get your hands on these tapes? Because remember, he said there are a third tape. There's a third tape, and then there's many tapes, he said, right? The reporter asked him, where are these tapes coming from? Okay, here, I'm going to play what his answer is.
We're getting our hands on these tapes through the 10-month investigation that we've undertaken on a pro bono basis around the country. We've got a lot of people working on this. We've had a lot of people working on it since April of last year when we were first approached. I took a personal interest in this case because
Okay. Now, this is Michael Avenatti talking. He's having a press conference, and in his press conference, he's trying to convince these people what his findings are, and also why he is adamant about supporting these people. And one of the things he said was that when the guy asked him, the reporter asked him, how did you get these tapes? How did you get your hands on these tapes? He said he's been working since last year on getting the information, and he's been getting it from all over the place. He's been working pro bono, meaning that he's not getting any payment from it. So obviously he believes that something is going to get a payoff at the end once he complete this case. Okay. He's doing a press conference in Chicago. Meanwhile, his license, he is not licensed to practice law in the state of Illinois. So why is he in Illinois representing people who went to the grand jury? Right? Okay. Let me finish.
As a father of two teenage girls, 14 and 6.
So he's saying the reason why he's involved in this is because he is a father, has teenage daughters, and so basically that's his passion for getting involved in this. That is what he's saying. But we know better than that because we know his history and we know the type of person he is. It's always about the dollar bill, right? Okay. Because he will steal, lie, and do other things which he has been convicted for because it's all about the dollar bill. So right now, Robert Case, well, back in 2019, Robert Case was something that he wanted to get his hand on because that would give him more popularity, and then he'd be able to grease his pocket and get some more income, because he had already finished with the Trump thing. He lost that. So now he's jumping on the bandwagon with R. Kelly. So he claims these people reached out to him, and he's representing 6 to 7 individuals that was part of the case and also witnesses. That's what he claims, that he's doing every single body that he's representing at pro bono, meaning that he's not charging them a dime. He just want to do it because I guess he's passionate about this situation. That's what he claimed. But we know better. We know better, right? We know better. Extortionists. Thank you, Wish. Exactly. So.
And 16, I find this conduct outrageous, and I am disgusted by it, and I am disgusted by the fact that this man, together with his enablers and his handlers, have been able to get away with this for 28 years.
The tape that you turned in today, what year do we think that was recorded?
Okay, so now the next reporter asked him, the tape that you turned in today, which is a third tape, supposedly a third tape, she asked him, what year is this tape made? What year is this tape supposedly made in? And this is his answer.
In 99 or 2000.
The victim involved in the Cook County case?
I'm sorry?
The victim on the second tape that you turned in today.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is the second tape now. Then the next question was, you know, the night he says it's 2000, from 1999 to 2000, right? And then the next question the reporter asked is this tape, does it have the individual who was a Cook County case prior? And this is going to be his answer to this.
Is that victim part of the indictment?
Yes.
The third tape, is the third tape a different victim or one who's named?
Okay, now the next person is asking him about the third tape. And he's asking the third tape, does it have the same victim that's supposedly that's in tape number 2 and tape number 1? Okay.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So he tells the reporter that he's not going to answer that question in regards to who is on the tape on the third tape that he supposedly has, but he hasn't turned it over. So you know there's some shenanigan going on that, right? Okay.
Anything else? Yeah, I'm not going to get into
the next one the next reporter asked, can you describe the person that's in the tape? And he said he's not going to get all into that because he's still getting that third tape doctored up, right? He's still trying to get that, but he wants to get the word out first to see the feel of how the reporters and everybody's going to hang on to that. So when he bring on that bombshell of this third tape, what the reaction will be. He just kind of teasing them right now, okay? He didn't have it. I absolutely wish he didn't have it. Okay, here we go.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So he stopped answering. So you got it, right? He's prepping the people, getting them excited for what's coming up next. Now, what we're getting ready to listen to is Steve's interview with the reporters outside of the building of the federal building for the first. No, this was the first case. I'm sorry. This is the first case, the state building, which was 26 California, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we're going to listen to Steve. And this is when, right after he had placed the motion, and that motion was for them to expose the conversation between Avenatti and Kim Fox, all communication. He wants it to be provided, okay?
What just happened? Well, so we filed a motion asking to preserve all communications.
Okay, yeah, hold on a second. It's kind of hard. This one here is pretty low. See if I find a way to get it louder. See if I can pair it to my see, hold on a second. Let's see if I can. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to share this to a speaker. Trying to share it to my Amazon speaker right now. Hold on. Device. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna play the one in here. Let me see if I can play it on here. Hold on. I was trying to get it louder because it's like really low. So okay, I got it on here. Okay. So next. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can play it. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to make it louder.
Any witness, police, prosecutor, attorneys, and so forth. And then we learned something that.
Hey, Alexa, pair with my phone.
Searching. I didn't find anything to connect. To pair something new, go to the Bluetooth settings on your mobile device and choose Echo Show 5-37H.
Oh yeah, just trying to wait. Sorry about that. I should have had this prepared, but I'm doing it now. Come on now. Come on. Just trying to find it. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Alexa, pair with my cell phone.
Searching. I didn't find anything to connect. To pair something new, go to the Bluetooth settings on your mobile device and choose Echo Show 5-37H.
She's getting on my nerve, y'all. I'm trying to pair it and it's saying. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's pairing now. Okay, we got it. There we go. Hold on. See if y'all can hear Steve now.
Playing from
on this case, but I think what the state said is he represents witnesses in each of the cases, which is just crazy to me.
Can y'all hear it good now?
No, we didn't say that. No.
Can y'all get it good? Can y'all hear it good? Can y'all hear it good? Should I put it? Okay. Can y'all hear it good? Should I put my what's the name to it? Let me put my mic to it so you guys can hear it better. Hold on. Sorry, the mic is all in the way. All right, here we go. Okay, everything's on top of it. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, here we go. We got it a little closer. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play it now, okay? This is Steve's interview, okay? With the news people.
What just happened? Well, so we filed a motion asking to preserve all communications with any witness, police, prosecutor, attorneys, and so forth. And then we learned something that I knew that Michael Avenatti was involved with some of the people in this case, but I think what the state said is he represents witnesses in each of the cases, which is just crazy to me.
I thought she said that you said you represent.
No, we didn't say that. No, she said.
She said you said.
No, she said that he represents people in each of the cases. That's what she said.
You heard that, right? Steve, the reporter asked Steve that did he say that Michael Avenatti was representing other people? And then Steve said no, it was basically the prosecutor that stated that Avenatti was representing a few people that's in the case, as well as witnesses. Okay, hold on.
We don't know. We know in two of the cases he represents people. We know that he was representing people before the grand jury. We know that he's not a licensed lawyer in Illinois. So that's the.
So you heard that, right? He said
as security is ramped up for the inauguration this
authorized practice of law. We know what he says about what he does. We know how he operates.
Hold on.
And we know that what happened in this case was a result of his pressure and nothing else.
How do you know that?
Because I've seen the evidence so far. And they just don't do this. They don't bring back cases that were rejected 15 years ago. They don't.
So he's saying now that some of the stuff in the case was stuff that was rejected 15 years ago, and they're bringing it back. And the reason why they brought it back is because Avenatti put pressure on Kim Fox to get this stuff and get Robert charged for it. So they're getting things that were stale, that was thrown out in the previous case. You know, some of the stuff that's bringing about are stuff that were already brought to the attention of the court, and the courts threw it out. They rejected, and some of the stuff was sequestered. Not sequestered, was what do you call it? When you throw it out, it's a word that they use when they throw out that particular evidence. I forgot what the word they use it. What's the word when they it's not sequestered. It's okay, I can't remember the word. But anyway, it was recommended for those items not to be part of the case because there was no validation on that. So they basically threw it out. What is the word when they asked the judge or whatever to throw that particular item out? They did a motion. Admissible. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Well, okay, that was, okay, thank you. Okay, here it is.
They don't indict cases without talking to witnesses and doing a thorough investigation. And that's what happened in this case. A rush to judge.
So there was no thorough investigation on the case, and they were rushed to judge, put judgment, and then for them to go to the grand jury and come up with an indictment. That's what happened. They rushed to do it. They didn't basically didn't dot all their I's and cross all their T's. They didn't do that. They rushed to judgment. That's what he's saying. And now Robert is behind bars and nobody's doing that check and balance now. You know, everything is still like not verified. Right? It's just allegation stuff is being said and no proof. Now they're trying to find the proof to follow through with what they have already claimed that were actually supposedly happened. So now it's like they're working backwards. They didn't find the information. They didn't validate the information. They didn't investigate it. Now they're trying to investigate after the fact. But they're trying to investigate based on somebody who's actually a criminal now. He is a convicted felon. So now the convicted felon bringing about some evidence. Where he got it from, nobody knows because he's not telling where he got it from. But I have some pictures to show you, y'all. I have some pictures, and I didn't pay attention to these pictures until recently, guys. Okay, hold on. I'm going to play this.
A rush to judgment, a rush to prosecute because of pressure, all polluted by Michael Avenatti.
Why wait until Avenatti is under scrutiny for an extortion case and Kim Fox is now under fire? Why wait? If you felt like they were conspiring together, why would you wait all this time?
I said the first night when I was at the police station that this was wrong, that they had rushed to judgment, that they had succumbed to pressure. That's what I said the first night before we'd been to court and we'd seen anything. Then we started to get the evidence. We got a little bit of the evidence, and we can see that there's all sorts of problems. We didn't wait. We didn't rush. Maybe if he didn't have these problems right away, we would have waited longer till we had more of the evidence. Maybe not. But we know that he's got these problems. When you get in bed with fleas, this is what happens.
Are you saying that Kim Fox, if I'm at home and I'm listening to you talk about this, and obviously everybody's kind of focused on R. Kelly, tell me what you think is wrong about this case and how it's charged.
What's wrong with this case is that there is no case. There's no new tape. Avenatti's full of it when he said there was a new tape. There are old cases that were rejected, and understand we're limited what we can say about the evidence by our rules here in Illinois, rules that he didn't feel constrained by because he's not a lawyer here in Illinois. But I've never heard of, in 33 years of doing this, I've never seen a case where it's rejected after a full investigation and then 15 plus years later without any reinvestigation, just because the sort of public perception has turned that it's charged. There is a case involving a young lady who wrote a book where she said, I lied to R. Kelly about how old I was. I came to his trial every day. You had to be 18 to get into that trial. She went with her mother. That if you see somebody with their mother and they're telling you they're 19 years old, mom doesn't say that's wrong. And there's problems with all of the cases. All the cases, they shouldn't have been brought. There's all this pressure. There was a so-called documentary, which was really just a hatchet job that was done. And then they indicted these cases. And the problem is there was this call from the prosecutor. People call, let us know what happened. And so far, from what I can tell, the only people who called all of a sudden ended up with Michael Avenatti is their lawyer.
So, Steve, are you saying that Michael Avenatti pressured Kim Fox to bring these cases?
Absolutely.
When you say there's no new tape, can you talk about the motion today and why you want them to preserve all of these emails and texts and social?
Sure. We've already seen that State's Attorney Fox has conversations with people about pending cases, pending investigations. I want to know what conversations she had with Avenatti about this case, about these facts, and what occurred. I think it's totally appropriate. I'm alleging that it looks like she may have, yes.
When you say there's no new tape, are you saying that the tape is the
center of one of those indictments is the same one at the center of the child pornography trial?
I believe that is the exact same tape, yes.
What makes you believe that?
What I know,
Have you seen them take it? I thought they were going to see it.
Yeah.
what I know, look, think of me like a good reporter like you, Megan. I have my sources. You have your sources. I'm basing it on what my sources are telling me.
Can you comment on your concerns about the Justice Smollett situation and how you think that potentially could impact R. Kelly's trial?
I don't think that the Jussie Smollett situation is going to impact R. Kelly's trial. I think what it shows us is how this office operates, or at least how some. I don't want to say this office is full of great prosecutors. 99% of them. I think what we're talking about is the upper reaches.
Today you withdrew your motion to allow R. Kelly to travel. Explain the logic of that.
Well, because we don't have the information. We don't have another court date scheduled. If he needs to travel for concerts, that's going to be handled by Mr. Anton, and we'll let him deal with it. I have no idea. I think the chances of him traveling in a couple of weeks are probably zero at this point.
Avenatti has responded to what you're saying, and he tweeted out that he feels like R. Kelly's attorney is now trying to distract attention away from the clear guilt of his client by raising bogus arguments about he and Kim Fox. The evidence is the evidence. Multiple witness tapes plus DNA. What's your response?
So the DNA that I've seen thus far is not new DNA tests. It's the same DNA information they had when they rejected these charges years ago. And I don't need to respond to Mr. Avenatti. Mr. Avenatti thinks that he is the truth. He is the oracle of truth. I think the federal prosecutors disagree in New York. He's entitled to presumption of innocence like anywhere else, but they disagree. The tapes don't bear that out. The prosecutors in California disagree. When everything somebody touches is like this, what happened here is they got in bed with Avenatti, and Avenatti is toxic. Everything he touches seems to blow up, and that's what's going to happen here.
You said that the state's attorney, you wanted to find out if she's bullied or manipulated. How do you think she's bullied or manipulated by Michael Avenatti?
Well, we'll see what the stuff shows. But I think it's obvious when he was coming in here, he was having press conferences, he was spending hours and hours meeting at the state's attorney's office, that some kind of influence was going on. He was having very public outcries to do something. You have to do something. I also have a problem with the fact that he was representing witnesses before the grand jury, and he is not licensed to practice in Illinois. That is the unauthorized practice of law, and it's improper. I'm sure he'll say otherwise. I suggest people take a look at the law. Okay? Anything else?
How's R. Kelly doing?
I think he has a cold or the flu. So, but I don't live with him. That's why he's not here. He wasn't feeling.
Okay, guys. So y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard what he said, that not only was he representing, Avenatti was representing a lot of the people that was part of the case, as well as the witnesses. So he was really trying to grease his palm. So everything doesn't need to be YouTube, social media. This is the reason why. No, this is stuff that's already on YouTube. It's already on YouTube, social media. It's already on social media. I got it from social media. All right, here's what I wanted to show you guys. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. I want to show y'all a picture of something. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this. But remember one of the questions they asked him, how did he get his hands on these tape? And but look who was at the press conference, y'all. Look who happened to be at the press conference. I just want to show you. You see who's at the press conference? Look who's at the press conference. You see that guy right there in the corner? I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see this guy. The guy I'm talking about. Hold on. You see who's at the press conference? I'm going to make it bigger for you guys to see. You know who that guy is? The guy with that beard? That little chunky guy back there? Who is that, guys? Could y'all tell me who that guy is in the corner over there? With the light blue coat? I mean, shirt, jacket, whatever you got on. Who is that? Who is that guy? Thank you, Gucci. You see who that is, right? Thank you, Amber. You see who that is. And where was that press conference? It's a lot of news people, isn't it? Look at the background. It's not at the courthouse. You see the background? Doesn't that look like a news station somewhere? You see? I don't think anybody paid attention to that before. And they asked him, where did he get the tapes from? How did he get them? I don't know how he got them. And guess what, y'all? He no longer works for the Chicago Sun-Times. He worked for that Blast company. The Blast. So, but he's there. Let me just take myself out of it for a second so you guys can look. You see him right there, right? You see him right there in the middle. His arm is in the sling. His arm is in the sling. Oh, okay. But he's right there, guys. You see how where he's at? Right there in the middle. Right there. More shenanigans, right? And who is the next person that I have a picture of here? Who's the next individual that you guys see? Let me stop sharing this one. Let me share the next guy here that was doing some back stuff, behind the scenes stuff, right? Remember he met with the family. Look at this guy, y'all. Look at this. Who's that? Woo, y'all, who is that? Remember, he is the one that suggested for Robert to do the Gayle King show. He is the one that made that suggestion and made it happen. And guess who he met up with? Look who he met up with. You guys don't know who that is? That's Daryl Johnson, Baby Powder Johnson, y'all. Look at him. Look how you looking at Avenatti. Don't they look like they know each other? Look like they know each other, right? Look at how you looking at them. Mighty close. Mighty close. So, that is my little spiel for tonight. I just wanted to go, behind the scenes shenanigan. And that is my little statement for tonight. I was not going to stay long. I just wanted to give you guys a little tidbit of some things. And looks like the vampire in Brooklyn. I'm just going to put the link in here for about 5 minutes and I'm about to leave. But I just wanted to show you a secret. I just like to throw a little bit of stuff in here for you guys to get your juices going. They all look coked up, in my opinion. Wow. Peter Cook, you're welcome. You're welcome. I just wanted to show y'all something for tonight. And of course, tomorrow we'll have our next. And I don't want to overload you guys. I just want to give you a little bit at a time. So just for you to think it over, study it over. Study it over. Shannon, we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to pull that report out for you from my paces. We're going to talk about it. Shannon, don't forget. We need to, that's a good one, right? What happened to Steve's request? That's a good topic. What happened to Steve's request? What happened to Steve requests. That's our topic for tomorrow. Thanks, Shannon, for giving me my topic for tomorrow. So I'm going to give you a little bit at a time, guys. I'm not going to overload you no more. We're not going to have those long, drawn-out YouTube. We're just going to have small tidbits. You guys take it on and run with it. All right? So you guys could be educated of some things that's going on behind the scene, what happened, and why we are here fighting as supporters for Robert, right? You have thought about interviewing RSK sisters. Maybe they can come to your channel. Kayla, I'm not gonna interview anybody right now. I'm gonna focus on the things. No interview. I'm just gonna focus on some of the stuff that's going on. Okay, because his trial is coming up, and I just want us to know why we're targeting the jury pool, because they don't know some of the stuff that we know, so now you can go to your family members or whoever it is, especially those in Chicago and New York, to really help them to understand some of the stuff that you guys know, what you have seen, and what, facts. Interesting hearing about it while doing work. Hey, Save. But Savvy, I'm about to go. I know you're working, but I'm about to go. Why was Turkey neck in the slingshot? I don't know. Woman of God, you're welcome. Gucci says, a good one. Why did Gloria get off the case? Why did Gloria get off the case? That's a good question, too. Why did Gloria get off the case? Gucci, could you answer that question? Why did Gloria get off the case? Why did Gloria get off the case? You're welcome, boss lady. So I'm gonna I found out, yes. Okay, would you like to share with us why she got off the case? Come on, Gucci, come on in here so I can go to bed. Can you share with us why Gloria got off the case? I just put the link in so you could come in. Catch Carrie trying to influence the jury pool. Catch Tasha K with Carrie. Liddy says she knew she was wrong. Good question. Better said. Gucci, come on in so I can get off. Gucci, Kayla said come on live and tell us. Gucci, you just can't throw a question out like that without, they say they don't know. I don't know. Come on in and tell us why. Oh, there you come, y'all. Here we go.
What's happening? What's happening, people? How y'all doing? Not you, Zori. What's up, Sylvia? You really want to know the answer to that question?
Yes, I do.
All right. I found this out about a month, but I've been laughing and keep it in. You remember when Gloria had those Baltimore people and was doing that press conference?
I know why. I remember now. I remember.
Yes,
I remember. LL Cool J.
And showed the wrong picture. And LL Cool J and Def Jam and LL Publisher went after Gloria and said, how dare you put up his picture to be involved in this case without doing your homework? And you're either going to give an apology or stepped away. And she didn't give an apology, so she got away.
Wow.
I found out a month ago from someone work at Def Jam, but I ain't want to say nothing. Yeah, yeah, because LL was hot. Because you got to remember, at the time, LL was doing that NCI Los Angeles, and it was in jeopardy of him losing the show, and they had to do a lot of shows. Say, nah, I didn't know them girls. I didn't. They didn't call my name. But why did they show your picture? Right. That's why Gloria left, and then Gloria started see that people's story change, and she looked like a fool. Cause y'all remember, Gloria only do high profile case. Yeah.
Wow.
And this how everybody gonna be falling one by one when they see.
I know
because Gloria
is falling by the wayside.
Yeah, because come on, Sylvia. Because it's just like the same person. They told me. You remember when Gloria went to press conference with that guy? Was he a janitor that said he found a bag full of tape in the basement or something, or a coach?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was looking for some basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
You know what else? You know what else? He live in Philadelphia, but guess where he's originally from?
Where?
Baltimore, and it's the truth. He's original from Baltimore. Yes.
The Baltimore connections again.
Yes. He live in Philly, but that's where he originally from. It's crazy. Everything going around in a big circle. One person brought in all these people. The other people bringing all these girls in. And everybody turned it into a big Brinks truck. And you know what Brinks truck bring? They bring the money. And when the money run out, everybody got mad. That's all it is. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so think about it, people. That's why Rob got a lot of faith. And that's why you hear everybody talk about he need this, he need that. Nah, he got God. You know why? Because he see everything fumbling in front of his face. He see the fake friends, he see the real friends, he see the fake employees, the real employees. But when it comes to it, he got to think about this. That's why God let him sit in there to think. Because if Rob was probably free, he still would have been around all these devilish people. And while he would be on bond, they would have still been setting him up. So it's a reason why God kept him in there. It's a reason. You know, wow. You know, it's a lot for you to think about. It's a lot. So many people say they're for Rob, but every time a person says something positive about him, they go ahead and want to debunk it. Why, if you're for him, why are you debunking the real stuff? But the people that talk about him, you laugh and you giggy with them, but you don't say nothing when they talk about Rob. But you for Rob. It's just too much snakish, too much untrustworthy. Sylvia, you got that stuff that I asked you to put in the background of your thing, that loyalty thing.
Yeah, hold on, I'll put it up.
And this the message, people, I swear. This a message I asked Sylvia, can we push this all week? You know, because everybody in this chat, we have a friend that we call a friend. That means if we tell them a secret, they keep it. That means if I tell you something is between me and you, it's not between me, you, and somebody else. If I want somebody else to hear it, I will tell them. It's not your place to tell them. And that's the problem. There is no real friends no more. It's hard to find real friends. It's associates now. It's not even friends no more. You know? That's why, I don't know. That's why I just tell people, you know, you just got to take time to yourself and find yourself, because people not real no more, man. People not real no more. And this is the reason why Rob going through what he's going through, because he thought he had real people in his corner. He thought he had real friends. You know, I mean, you just pay attention. Everything coming to the East Coast, coming from the East Coast. It's just hard for you to be like, damn. 80% of everything coming from the East Coast. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's not even coming from the New York part of the East Coast. It's coming from the part where all the snakes, rats, everything at. It's just crazy.
Kayla wants to know who's representing Faith now. It was a woman. I heard the woman on. It was a woman.
It's a woman. I don't know who she is, but even that's gonna get kicked out the window because remember, Faith said she met Rob when she was 19. Whatever happened, that's domestic violence. I mean, you charging him that he abused you, physically and mentally. That's domestic violence. I don't understand how can she be on an indictment, and she said she was 19 when she met him. So I don't understand that part because, I mean, this whole case, if you really think about it and they want to charge him with something, this whole case is supposed to be, okay, he whooped their butt, whatever. It's supposed to be domestic violence. Right there, people, everybody, look in the background right there. Okay? Please, Sylvia, read that, let everybody see.
It says, loyal people don't change. We just stop messing with people who don't appreciate loyalty.
For real. Okay? Loyal people will never change. Never. And that's a message, everybody in this chat. That's a message you always keep in you. If you got a person that's loyal and they know they're loyal, you know they're loyal, keep them as a real friends because those kind don't come around no more. You got too many fake friends now. Loyalty, it's easy, it's free to forgive, but you got to earn trust. Remember that. So with that, people, I swear I'm gonna let Sylvia finish. And everybody, good night. Let's just keep him in the prayer. Let's say a prayer for him. He's in good health. He's all right. God got him. God got him. God is not going to put nobody with more than they can handle. Remember that. God put us all through a test to see how we're going to handle it. All right? So with that, Sylvia, I'm going back in the chat.
Gucci, Kayla said, thank you for your words of wisdom.
Kayla, thank you, darling. You know you're my partner. How you doing today?
Okay, guys, I'm going to share something with you guys. I was going to share it earlier, but I didn't get a chance to. Like I told you guys, when you guys share something with me, I'm going to share it without giving your name, your situation. But this person shared something with me, and I thought it was extremely beautiful how well, they were talking about that song. The song that Robert just recently allowed to release the Not Supposed to Be. Well, someone wrote to me regarding that song. They said, good morning, sunshine. You almost snuck past me with this song. Do you hear the words to this song? I hear my son's high school graduation song. I'm crying because he shouldn't be here right now. So I'm so blessed to have my son here with me now. Next month he will be made his tumor 2 years brain recovery. When I say I am blessed, that's why I share all the time to be happy. Even though he has the tumor in his eyes, which God continues to bless him to see through the tumor though this tumor are still in his spine on his neck. Um, God allows him to play football his senior year. This year, that tumor in his brain would have taken him away, but away from me silently, not knowing my son was going through such agonizing pain for months. He didn't tell me because he didn't want to worry me about his pain. He went through a few times where he fell on the ground because his body was failing him, and he fell out of the bed once until that last fall he fell in my arms. This is my testimony. I pray that God would heal him on our way to the Children's Mercy Hospital. As they told his sister and I claimed him to be healed. That was the moment they said we were so happy. We brought him home with a smile. I thought he may have the flu. Mind you, my son has only been sick 2 times in his whole life, including the moment at that time the doctor said your son has a series of tumors in and around his brains. At the moment, every laugh, tears, hollering didn't mean that much anymore. But what hit me was I wasn't going to have a moment like those again. Less than 3 minutes went by and the tears stopped. God just said, blank, he is healed. Yes, healed. Why? Because I thought he had the flu. Healed, yes, because I didn't know. Please tell R. Kelly thank you for making that song for my son and me, because my son is not supposed to be here for me. R. Kelly is supposed to be here for me right now. I thank God for Mr. Kelly. Hope is supposed to be for us all right now. This is his best song ever made. This is his best song he ever made. So he is in my prayer and hope. So on that note, y'all, I'm gonna leave. I want to pray our prayer for Robert. Did I print it out? Moments like this, I get sentimental. You know me, y'all. You know me. You know I get very, very sentimental. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep the tears back because I get very, very sentimental. I'm just trying to find the prayer, and I'm gonna pray it right now. Okay. Woo. Okay, we're gonna say the prayer, and then I'm gonna go. Okay. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay, y'all ready? Oh God, who declares Robert innocent. Take away Robert Sylvester Kelly's distress. Have mercy on Robert and hear Robert's prayer. For you know the hope of the hopeless. Surely you will listen to their cries and comfort them. You will bring justice to the orphans and the oppressed, so people can no longer terrify them. I trust in the Lord for protection. O Lord, hear Robert's plea for justice. Listen to Robert's cry for help. Pay attention to Robert Sylvester Kelly's prayer, for it comes from an honest heart. Declare Robert innocent, for you know those who do right. Wake up, rise to Robert Sylvester Kelly's defense. Take up Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. O God, declare Robert not guilty. O Lord, for you give justice. O God, take up Robert Sylvester Kelly's cause. Defend Robert against these ungodly people. Rescue Robert from these unjust liars. You will restore Robert to even greater honor and comfort once again. The Lord gives righteousness and justice to all who are treated unfairly. The humble will be filled with fresh joy from the Lord. Those who are poor will rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. Those who are intimidated and harassed will be gone. And those who plot evil will vanish. Those who make the innocent guilty by their false testimony will disappear. And those who use trickery to pervert justice and tell lies, to tear down the innocent will be no more. You will bring full justice to all who have been wronged. Father, you will not stop until truth and righteousness prevail. Lord, you said you will give treasures, hidden treasures in darkness, in secret riches. For Lord, you will fight those who fight Robert and save his children. And everyone who tells lies in court will be brought to justice. Lord, you have spoken. For you, Lord, love justice, hate robbery, and wrongdoing. You will give Robert back his health and heal his wound. Lord, you are Robert's lawyer. Plead Robert Sylvester Kelly's case. For you have redeemed Robert Sylvester Kelly's life. You have seen the wrong they have done. O Lord, be Robert Sylvester Kelly's judge and prove Robert right. Lord, you will never let the guilty go unpunished. I pray for the judges, the jury, attorneys, defendants, respondents. And your spirit will rest upon Robert. Your spirit of wisdom and understanding. Your spirit of counsel and might. Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. He will delight in obeying you, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, guys. I told you I get so sensitive. But I see you guys in the morning, okay? Have a good night.